The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Is a trade for the Jets for a wide receiver coming while a team in the top 10 is reportedly desperate to move down? We'll talk about that and much more with draft analyst Cole Thompson joining us. It's the Jake Asman Show live on a Monday. Let's hit it and get it started.
Wish you could have been a Jet, Fernando.
Let's see what happens.
What's your message to the Jet fans in New York?
Jets, Jets.
A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. It is indeed the Jake Asman Show. Again, hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. It is officially draft week, baby. We're going to be live in Pittsburgh on Thursday for our first ever on-site ASMANIAC draft party. RSVP with the link in the description if you're coming. And before we get started, a sincere thank you to everyone who tunes into the show for helping this channel hit over 45,000 subscribers over the weekend. Wouldn't be here without you. And our next goal is to get to 50K by week 1 of the Jets season. So looking forward to being with you every step of the way. And of course, one of these days, we will have a winning season to cover here on the channel. With that, we say hello to our good friend, Cole Thompson, who is ready to talk some Jets and NFL draft. Cole, 3 days away. Thank God. Can't wait. And there's so much to get into with you. How you been?
Imagine when you actually have a winning season that's like 60,000, 70,000 subscribers, because people are paying attention for all the wrong reasons. Imagine when they're paying attention to the right ones. Congratulations, buddy. Very proud of you and all you built.
Well, I appreciate that. Cole does some great work. Does radio in Houston, morning drive there. Also at part of the SEC Unfiltered team covering college football year round. And you've been a draft guy for as long as I've known you. So you're the right guy to have on 3 days out from this thing. Before we get to the headline, which is a team in the top 10 is apparently desperate to move out and get more picks, I just want to go back to the big debate that we as Jet fans have been having now for months. And there's been a lot of flip-flopping over the last 24 hours with insiders saying it's not going to actually be David Bailey. It's going to be Arvell Reese. Where do you stand for the record on what you think the Jets should do with the number 2 pick in this draft?
It's tough because on one hand, I think that if you want to go safe and have a player that you know is going to be functional for his entire tenure, it's David Bailey. I think that if you're looking for a guy that can just be a full-on, straight-up pass rusher that adds volume to the outside but be limited, then to me, you go with Bailey. But if you want more of the upside and the player that can do a little bit of everything and have that position flexibility and may take a little bit more time to develop into his full-fledged role, whether that be as a pass rusher or as an inside linebacker, then it's Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese is a better prospect than David Bailey. David Bailey, I think right now, knowing what his traits are, knowing what stands out about his game, is more NFL ready to kind of go into any defense and automatically have a distinguished role. So that's kind of the point that you're going off of. You're still a rebuilding team. You're not going to have a quarterback that leads you to the promised land in 2026. You're probably going to have a new staff next season. So take the flyer. Like, if Darren Muji knows for a fact that he is going to have one more year past Aaron Glenn, then take the risk and go get Arvell Reese. Because guess what? That's a guy who can be a 3-down player. That's a guy who can always have more of an upside when it comes to figuring out what his role is going to be. I think that when you have him as an overall just playmaker and figure out his role later on, then by all means, that's the right pick. But if you want to go safe, the safer pick is David Bailey, at least right now in terms of what you know is going to translate to the NFL.
I don't want the safe pick. I want the guy that's going to be the best player after their 3rd year in the league.
Okay, well, then if you want the 3rd best player in the league, I hate to be that guy, but I'll say it right now. The 2 best players in this draft, in my opinion, are Jeremiah Love and Caleb Downs.
No. I want the player who's the best after their 3rd year.
Right. So you want Caleb Love. I mean, you want Jeremiah Love or Caleb Downs.
Of the 2 they're going to take at 2, I want the guy.
Yes, then Arvell Reese, I think, be the better player 3 years from now.
Look, I like Caleb Downs and I like Sonny Styles a lot. I don't think they're in play for the Jets at 2. I think if you get a team that wants to come up and potentially draft one of those players, then sure, the Jets could hopefully move out and then take one of those players in a trade down.
Right.
I don't see it though. I think the Jets are pretty much landlocked at 2. I don't see a team coming up for Bailey or Reese.
There's not a player that I think is going to be. There's not a I think it really starts at number 3. Number 3 is where you're going to have the opportunity for seeing a trade. But there's 2 teams that there's 2 players you look at and you say one's going to go to you. But what's interesting, and I heard this recently, do not sleep on Kansas City making a move if the Jets go with Arvel Reese at 2. Apparently, they love David Bailey. Apparently, they think that he is going to be a superstar, exceptional, quality number 1 pass rusher, and they don't think that he's going to fall to them to 9. So there's been
up to 2, Kansas City. Come on down.
So they want him at 3 because there's a report that Francis Marinoga is going to be the guy for Arizona, but Arizona doesn't want to take him at 3. They want to take him at like 9 and get an extra pick in the process.
I mean, the Chiefs could also just stay at 9 and take Ruben Bain, could they not?
I don't know, because there's another rumor that's going around that New Orleans really does like Ruben Bain. And the thing about the New Orleans, you got to remind yourself of this. New Orleans last year said, we're going to take the player that we think is the best on the board, which was Kelvin Banks. And Kelvin Banks was one of these prospects that they said, maybe he needs to move to right tackle. Maybe we need to move into inside of guard. They feel like that's going to be a question mark because of his size. And they said, no, we're going to leave him on the outside. We're just going to let him figure it out along the way. And he ended up being arguably the best left tackle rookie in the class. And there's so much room for potential for him to continue to grow as a rising prospect. So if the Saints that lost Cameron Jordan this offseason say, hey, we need another, a defensive player that is going to add in tremendous volume off of the edge, and we don't really care about his arm length, we're just going to take him at 8. I think Ruben Bain could be very much in play for New Orleans today.
If you're watching live, hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are presented, of course, by PrizePicks. Cole, the Jets need a wide receiver. There is no secret. It is obvious they need a wide receiver. How they could get one? Well, they could wait at 16 and just take the best of who's left. But I happen to think now with the Giants trading Dexter Lawrence and acquiring the Bengals pick at 10, it potentially makes it even harder for the Jets to stick at 16 and maybe get the wide receiver they covet. Let's start with this. Give me your top 5 receivers and just kind of talk through the depth of this class, and then we'll get into the discussion on whether or not you think the Jets should trade up using all the extra picks they have to potentially get their receiver of choice.
I think there's one wide receiver 1 and a bunch of wide receiver 2s and 3s in this year's class. Let's go 1 to 5. 1, I think, is Jordan Tyson. I think everybody is overthinking Jordan Tyson. I get the injury. I understand that he's missed time. But from a pound-for-pound, catch radius, route tree, concepts of being able to win with physicality, size, frame, footwork, I think he is going to have the easiest transition into the NFL. You get him into an offense that allows him to be able to win his one-on-one battles with unique route trees and concept patterns that will manipulate defensive backs. He's going to have an opportunity to really put himself in a position to be a difference maker. Number 2 is Cardell Tate. I think Cardell Tate is probably the safest number 2 in the draft. And it's not an insult. If you need a number 2 wide receiver, Cardell Tate's played that role better than anybody else in college football the last 2 years. Emeka Egbuka in 2024. And then last season, you look at what you had with Jeremiah Smith. He falls on in as a really, really good secondary receiver. His route tree is overall fine. I think he does have good hands. I think he can win in the middle of traffic. I really do like his overall upside as a quality secondary weapon. Now, if you have him as a 1, that's where I'm going to have my concerns. Number 3, I'm actually a little bit higher on him than most. I like Omar Cooper out of Indiana. I really think that while he may be limited inside in the slot, good speed, great route concepts, good runner, balanced playmaker. He sits into coverage. He's smooth coming in and out of breaks. He doesn't round off at the top of his routes. He does a good job of making plays across the middle of the field. He's got a bigger catch radius than we give credit for. I like him a lot better than I like Mekhi Lemon. I think Mekhi Lemon is a good overall player, but I also think that very much similar to Omar Cooper, he's limited inside the slot. And there are just things about him that I think really work for certain offenses that maybe won't translate on in. Like if you threw him into Sean McVay's offense with the Los Angeles Rams, I think that he will end up having a really good career. But then there are some other concepts to where I think that you're going to underutilize him properly, and that'll end up hurting his career and really hindering his success into being a Biletnikoff Award winner. And the number 5 for me is Denzel Boston. I really do think that we're kind of sleeping on him as a playmaker. That's somebody who was able to win back-to-back years as the number 1 for Damon Williams in an offense that kind of veered away from the passing attack, yet he constantly was getting on open out in the Pacific Northwest. You give him time to work in most trees and most patterns, he's going to be a really, really good secondary weapon. It's something about Washington wide receivers recently. They all seem to have 3 major traits: good size, great great ability to play through contact, and they don't drop many balls. You know what? And then let's throw in the 5th one. Honestly, it should be a 5B because I completely spaced on him. Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M. That's another guy who I think, from a route tree standpoint and the position flexibility, that's a dude that you can go ahead and probably throw in. Does really well on the outside, does really well on the inside. He's a special teams ace, was a return man at Texas A&M. Good overall balance, footwork, great vision in the open field. He's going to make a team happy. And I think that he probably is in that range of late round 1.
So there's a report from Charlie Campbell, who covers the NFL draft, and he works his outlet as Walter Football. He tweeted the following: speaking with league sources, Washington badly wants to trade down from 7th overall. The Commanders are without a 2nd-round pick. If they could trade down, a top target for Washington is LSU corner Mansour Delane. Now, the Jets and Washington have been linked to a trade for the last couple of weeks already. It's been mocked by McShay and Daniel Jeremiah. I've been talking about them as a trade candidate team for months, because if you go and just look at their picks, not only do they not have a 2nd-rounder, they also don't have a 4th-rounder. Now, if they want Mansour Delane, moving back to 16, I doubt Delane would be there. But if they want picks, the Jets could provide picks, because no team has more picks in this year's draft than the Jets do as far as premium picks. Your thoughts on a potential trade going up to number 7 to try and get one of the receivers?
I don't think the Jets would be the team that would move on up. I do think Washington wants to move on down. And I think it's because of they don't want to take a cornerback at 7. Especially because there's going to be 2 names that are available, I think. If for some reason the Chiefs don't move up to 3 to go get David Bailey, I think that David Bailey is probably going to be available somewhere around like 7 or 8. I just think he's going to fall into that range. So they may want to move on up there. And then at pick number 9, you get Mansour Delane, and you get, a 3rd-round pick in the process. But the other player is going to be, I think, Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is such an interesting guy because of, I don't know where you find him. Like, he's, in my opinion, the best prospect in the draft. Like, you tell me today, who do I think is going to have the most successful NFL career? I'm going to go with Caleb Downs, but he's a safety. I don't see safeties getting selected inside the top 7 or 8. I see them falling just into the end of number 10 or like at number 11. So it's like, if you're the Commanders and you know that you want to get Mansour Delane with those 2 guys available, you're taking as many phone calls as you possibly can. Now, the question is, you have to also move on back to an area to where you're still going to be able to be in line for Mansour Delane. 16, you won't. He will be way gone at that point. So then you got to ask yourself, what would be the next course of action? Do we like a guy like, say, Keldrick Falk, the pass rusher out of Auburn? Do we maybe want to go after somebody like a Jamon McCoy, who I think, again, coming off of injury is a risk, but at the same time, he's probably got the best tape pound for pound in the last year and a half when it comes to playing in coverage, at least at cornerback, outside of maybe you would say Mansour Delane. And even him, he only had 1 elite year of coverage. So you're almost in the same pecking order. And he had a really good pro day, ran a 4.39. So again, he's a good speed, good closing speed. If you don't believe in any of those, you may just have to go ahead and stand put, pat, and take the guy at 7. Because if I don't think that Mansour Delane's going to be there. Also, at the same time for the Jets, if you're moving up to 7, it better be for a player that you think is not replaceable, or better yet, let me phrase it in a different way. It better be for a player that you know for a fact you can't find similar production at 16. And so the question is, who would be that player?
I think it's Carnell Tate, because I think he's the safest receiver. Tyson might be better and have the higher ceiling, but he's an injury concern. That to me matters. Tate, you're looking for a wide receiver 2 next to Garrett Wilson. It's what he just did at Ohio State. He'd be a 1 on most teams. I think he's going to have 1,100 yards every year. Like, find me the Ohio State wide receiver in recent drafts that didn't work out, that was going in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, even Emeka Ibuka, for how much he slowed down last year, still was nearly a 1,000-yard playmaker. So, the thing, and here's what I will say. I think if you went either Tate or Lemon, both would fit for the Frank Reich offense. I do think that it'd be a really good fit for Tate because of, again, it's the perfect wide receiver two. Like, I just look at wide receiver twos and say to myself, that's what you want in a guy like a Carnell Tate. He is going to come on in and be a nice secondary element that will be able to elevate the passing game of what you got with Garrett Wilson. Now, is he probably going to be somebody who's like a 1,100-yard receiver? No, I don't think he'll be that. I think he'll be more so closer to an 800, 875. Maybe you go with a 900-yard receiver. That's fine. But again, you're okay with that because of what you got in a guy in Garrett Wilson. And Garrett Wilson's not going anywhere.
I would do it.
I say, do you think that it's worth it? I personally, I don't know. Because I do think that when you look at the wide receiver twos in this class, there's some really good ones.
Well, let's say they stay at 16. Who's left for them to choose from?
Omar Cooper's probably there. I would go, that'd probably be the first name that you would look at. Do you run the risk if he's there, Jordan Tyson? Because I say yes. 100%.
Yeah, at 16, I would take him. I don't think he makes it at 16.
Omar Cooper would be my first pick. I would trade down potentially if I could and then go get Denzel Boston. I think he'd be a really good fit. I like Chris Bell out of Louisville. I think he's a really fun player. I think that he's a guy that is going to end up being a really nice pro for some teams. And you probably aren't going to get the same amount of production you would get from, say, like a Cooper or what you would get like a Mekhi Lemon. But I do think that you would end up seeing a really nice route tree and a really overall balanced player. Yes, he is coming off of injury, so you are going to have to kind of ease him on in. But I do think that for the value of what you would get and what you still need to look at, especially at the defensive side of things, what maybe you want to do if he would become available. Like, let's just say Vega falls all the way down to 16. To me, that would be like the easy selection there. There's ways to still get a wide receiver too by either moving on back or taking a guy later on.
I mean, you could trade down from 16, get extra picks, and then take like Cooper, Concepcion, or Boston.
I would probably lean in my order would probably be Cooper, Concepcion, and Boston. That would be it for me.
Boston scares me because he didn't run the 40 at the combine, his pro day. He's obviously not very fast. He wins by just basically being bigger than people.
He's big. It's high. Go catch.
I don't know if that necessarily works or if that's worth the 16th pick in the draft.
I don't think it probably is worth the 16th pick, but if you were to trade back, I think it would at least be better in play. He's not going to be there at 33 is the problem. So would you want to make it 3 first-round picks like you did a few years ago?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. They need to come away with a receiver because as much as people are like, oh, they could just double up. The Jets' history on day 2 at that position is an abomination. And I don't know, I don't think that's a practical way the Jets can afford to run their franchise when right now their wide receiver depth chart currently features their number 2 wide receiver who last year had who in his career, I should say, has 2 receiving touchdowns in 33 career games. That's A.D. Mitchell. And Isaiah Williams, who has 0 receiving touchdowns in 23 career games. So, yeah, I think they need to be aggressive here.
No, I mean, they need to add in a receiver, probably 2 receivers if we're being honest. So you have to decide between 16, 33, and 44, which one is going to be the receiver pick. You're going to have to. But I do think that you could find yourself a good receiver, probably somewhere at 33. Maybe doesn't have as much upside as someone like an Omar Cooper, but it's still going to be a really good playmaker at 33 and 44. I don't feel the need to trade on up for Carnell Tate if he's a wide receiver too. Because what are they going to want in return? 33 or 44? Do you want to give up 33 and 16 for a guy that's a wide receiver too?
Well, I think it would only be 16 and 44. I wouldn't do it for 16 and 33. My thought process, though, is that since the Jets have 33, if you're trading up for Tate, you then trade out of 33 and recoup part of what you gave up.
Sure. I get that. But perfect example. Thank you for pointing him on out. I completely spaced on him. Jermaine Bernard's another receiver from Alabama that I think could be a really nice find at 44. So it's like You can fix maybe going after somebody on your offensive line if you want to get better on the interior. You can add in another defensive prospect that could be made available, and then go get your wide receiver later on in the draft to make yourself still feel like that you got a secondary option. And then it pairs alongside with A.D. Mitchell and Garrett Wilson, where by the season's end, A.D. Mitchell would be a wide receiver 3 or a wide receiver 4, and hopefully Bernard gets that next level. I just don't want to see a wide receiver go at 16 if it's, let me phrase that. I don't want to see you moving on up for a wide receiver 2. I think that that's where my brain is. That's where my brain is if you're going for a wide receiver, it better be for wide receiver 1. And I only think that there's one legit wide receiver 1 in this year's draft, and it's Jordan Tyson. Everyone else is a good player, but then let them fall to you at 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's raffle prize is a legendary one. We're kicking off draft weekend style. End of today's show, a signed helmet by both Chad Pennington and Curtis Martin. Each end of the helmet, each side of that Jets helmet you see on the screen is signed by the Jet legend that you see in the picture there, number 10 and number 28. So gift a membership or send in a super chat. That qualifies to be entered in the raffle. And when you do that, you're added to our raffle draft weekend, featuring a signed Joe Namath helmet as the top prize, a signed Nick Mangold helmet as the second prize, a signed Darrelle Revis helmet as the third prize, a signed Garrett Wilson helmet as the fourth prize, and a signed Mason Taylor helmet as the fifth prize. So we have a ton of awesome raffle prizes to celebrate draft weekend in style. Appreciate everyone who continues to support the show. Reminder, if you ever miss any of the Jake Asman Show, check it out in audio form. Just search Jake Asman Show on Apple or Spotify, and you can listen back to anything you might have missed live right here on YouTube. As Maniac Madness coming up this afternoon, the Elite Eight continues today. The number 2 seed in the Dangerous Alliance region against the number 16 seed, Leany in North Carolina. The winner will advance to the Final Four. So get ready to vote because the polls will open in just a little bit. All happening, baby. So get ready for all of that. All right, some super chats I want to hit. But first, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out Janice Jett, who sent in a $50 super chat supporting the show and getting her raffle entry. She says, just wanted to hop in to wish Leany and the big fella the best of luck this evening. Both winners, outstanding people, and a significant part of this incredible family. Jets and Asmaniacs for life. Love you all. Leany, let's go. Leany, the big fella, let's go. Shout out to Janice Jett, who I had the honor and privilege of meeting in Tampa in that video clip we just played. Shout out to Marvelous, who gifted 5 memberships before the show even started.
And here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
5 entries for Marvelous. If you got a membership from them, make sure you say thank you. And Forbin in the raffle for 5. Let's go. It's all happening.
It's J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
Gruden, thank you. Forbin, you are in for 5. Some super chats now. Here we go. Dan starts it off. Should/could we swap 2 and 16 for 5 and 10 with the Giants? I don't think the Giants would do this.
No, they would never do this.
Yeah, I would take 5 and 10 in a second, but they're not going to do this.
I say it's not you, it's them that would do this. That's
Correct.
the problem.
Correct. Adam writes in, hey, Cole, curious what you think about Jacoby Lane.
I think he's a wide receiver 3 at the NFL level, probably in late day to day 3 pick is what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like him. I like the size. He feels like a guy that's going to go in the 4th round or further.
Like it would be, I think that he'd be, if he got drafted in the 4th round, he'd be better than the 4th round pick he had a season ago.
Arian Smith?
Which, by the way, I still cannot believe that pick actually happened.
You mean drafting a guy who was projected to be a UDFA in the 4th round wasn't smart?
You mean drafting a guy that literally had one route and did that one route at a high-end level and nothing else? Yeah, little bit interesting on my part.
Hey, shout out to Will Parkinson in the house. Cole and Jake, let's go.
I'm so happy.
Will Pa, shout out to you.
I miss Will so much. See, guys, I couldn't go to Combine this year, so I couldn't run into all my favorite Jets people.
Neither could Will, by the way.
Did he not go?
Snowstorms.
What the hell?
He got snowed out like a lot of people. I got the last flight out of JFK that
That's
Sunday.
right. I forgot about that. The snowstorm came through that year.
Yeah, it was brutal this year. Mr. Chilking says we need Tate at 2 or the Giants will take him. I don't know about that.
Okay, time out. The Giants are not going to take Carnell Tate.
Well, they could.
They're not going to.
It seems like they're linked to Jordan Tyson more than they are
They're
Tate.
taking a wide receiver at 10. It's Jordan Tyson. It's Jordan Tyson.
Tate might not be there at 10, though, because Cleveland could take him at 6.
Yeah, they could. See, I think, okay. So here's my theory. I'm going to tell you what I think kind of is going to happen in the first round to a certain degree. I think the Cardinals are moving out of 3. I do think that you are going to see either 1 or 2 trades. This is the fun one. This is the one I think is actually going to happen. The fun one is I think that you're going to see the Giants move up from 5 to 3 to go get Jeremiah Love. That's what I think is the fun one. They apparently love him. They think that he is a good fit. They know they got Cam Scatterbo. They would love to be able to go ahead and get 2 players for the price of 1 at running back. I think that they absolutely would run to the podium if it was for a cheap price. I can see that happening. I can also see the Kansas City Chiefs moving on up to go get David Bailey. So that would happen. Maniac would be available at 9 or 10. You go ahead and get him there. I think 6, you're going to see if he falls past the Giants at 6. Sonny Styles is going to go to the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to trade on up with Cleveland. So Cleveland's going to move to 12. They're going to take out either Monroe Freeling or Maui Noga or whoever is the offensive tackle available. And Sonny Styles is going to come off the board at 6. So now you got to talk about what do you do at 10? It's going to be 2 players. Caleb Downs, or it's going to be Jordan Tyson. I think those are the 2 players that they were targeting at 10. And if they don't go with them 2, they would go with an offensive lineman because if it's a John Harbaugh team. But that'd be it.
Leany checking in the raffle for 4. I got a message from Harleeny Quinn. She said, don't break her heart like the Joker did. Vote for Leany in NC and get her to the Final 4. Leany and the big fella. Voting is coming up. Get ready, baby. Oh, yeah.
They wrote me off. I ain't right back, though.
Leany, thank you very much for the super chat. Jedi's checks in. Jonathan Jones from CBS Sports HQ took Bailey at 2 in his mock draft because he said the GM's feel if AG goes Reese, he'll be drafting for the next coach. Yeah, but that's where Darren Muji steps in and says what's in the best interest of the franchise over the next several years, not just this year. And by the way, if they take Bailey at 2, I still would bet on Aaron Glenn not being the head coach in 2027. Like the idea that a pass rusher at 2, regardless who it is going to play well enough to save the head coach's job. That's not realistic to think that way either.
No, it's dumb. It's very dumb. You're drafting for your team, and if unfortunately it doesn't pan on out, he's just there for the next head coach.
I mean, I don't get the logic there, but
also, can I just throw this out here? Neither one is a bad player. Like, it's not like you're getting a terrible player. It's just with one, he's very well better suited as being a pass rusher, and the other one is more of a jack of all trades, but you don't know what's going to be his best attribute. Like, that's it. That doesn't mean it's bad. Like, I don't know what this hate fest is with David Bailey. Like, it's not like he is a bad player.
Derek, the Kansas Jet fan, in the raffle for 1. Derek, thank you.
Jets.
Where does Ty Simpson go, Cole?
Arizona.
When?
I don't know where they trade up, but I think it's Arizona. I think after the report about Jacoby Brissett coming on out, that immediately was like, yep, we're going with it.
Do you think they trade back into the first round then?
Yes.
Because I think he might be there at 33.
You can't risk it, though. That's the problem.
If you're the Cardinals, you can't risk it if he's your guy. I don't think he's the Jets guy, though.
No, but my point is, what if he is just randomly? Like, what if it's all a smoke screen that's like, oh, he's there at 33. We'll take the flyer on him. Because then it's just like going with Tyler Shuck a season ago. He pans on out. Cool. He doesn't. Oh, well, no harm, no foul. So I think there are 4 teams that you can look at to potentially trade back with Arizona. First one is Buffalo at 26. Second one is Houston at 28. Third one is 30, where it's the Miami Dolphins. Fourth one is 31 with the New England Patriots. I think one of those 4 teams is moving on out. Ty Simpson is going to go in that draft spot.
The big fella checking in. Big fella here from Big Fella Industries. You don't need a hall pass. You need the Marriage Saver 2000. You all deal with enough pain rooting for the Jets. Why put yourself through more? You deserve happiness. Vote Big Fella.
The Jet fans getting a little crazy.
For those who saw the first show today, we played the campaign video that a Big Fella put together, and we also heard from Harleeny Queenie leaning. So a lot happened on the first show today as both candidates are all out trying to get your votes. I'm going to open up the poll voting shortly. Then we get caught up here. Cynthia W. in the raffle for one. She gifted a membership. Cynthia, shout out to you. And let's go Knicks tonight, baby. Whoa.
Hello. You play to win the game.
Ace of Spade checking in with the Giants take a receiver at 5. Any guesses? I don't see them doing it. I think 10 is specific for a receiver if they want to.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that you would be looking at an offensive lineman, or if he were to fall there, and it's a big if, but if he were to fall there, Jeremiah Love and Sonny Styles. Those would be the 3.
Derek says, good luck to the big fella and Queenie. Love you both. Go Jets. Hell yeah. TH3 Entertainment, who won a Chad Pennington helmet last week on the show. He's in the raffle for 2. We can't take Cooper. Too many shades of Corley. If I'm taking a first-round wide receiver, it's got to be the complete package guy and no second-round wide receiver because it never works to us. No to Cooper and a big no to Boston. Talk to me about Omar Cooper. You like him, Cole. What can he do that Malachi Corley couldn't? Because TH3 thinks they're similar players. I don't see that.
I think that he has better hands than Malachi Corley. I think he has a more conceptual route tree that ends up being a little bit more complex that will allow him to win a lot of one-on-one battles. I think that you're talking about a guy who ends up not dropping many passes. In fact, I think he dropped 1 pass his entire college career. I think that he is a guy who has everything that you want in terms of speed, change of direction, really, really smooth ability to win at the middle of the field. He's a guy that's going to be able to create first downs. I don't see the comparison. I think that he was probably and I like Elijah Serrato, the other wide receiver from Indiana. But I do think that when you look at Omar Cooper, he made so many really smart plays across the middle part of the field. And I think that he was extremely underutilized at times, some of the passing attacks, because they want to go to the outside. There's so much to like about what is his overall, I think, potential. And I think the really thing that I really love about his overall tape is that he still is growing into a playmaker. So you give him to a team that needs a wide receiver number 2, allows him to be able to trust his legs, allows him to be able to use the change of direction, that ability to make defenders miss in space. He's going to end up being a really solid contributor. I don't know if he would be the pick at 16 for the Jets, but I'll tell you what, that'd be my pick if I were there.
Interesting. And there's plenty of people who like him, so I don't think you're off. Sean says, Jake, I bet we go defense first 2 picks. I'd be a little surprised, Sean. Not saying they couldn't, but I think the Jets are clearly trying to address receiver with that second pick.
Yeah, probably. Like, I could see if he were to fall there. I don't think he's going to fall there, by the way. But if like Vea was available out of Penn State, I could see maybe that being a team. I mean, being a spot that you would target. I know there's a lot of people talking about Kenyon Sadiq. I just don't see it. Now, I'm not saying that Kenyon Sadiq's a bad player. Far from it, actually. I think he's going to be a really good pro. I just think that if the Jets were to go after a playmaker, they would go with a wide receiver.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Almost time for voting to open up. But first, a message from the Big Fella campaign.
Have you ever asked your wife for a hall pass and this is the result? Here at Big Fella Industries, we believe in 3 things: apple pie, America, and the sanctity of marriage. Do y'all want emotional fallout, complicated conversations, and jealousy? Once you cross that line, there is no turning back, and hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Now let me introduce you to the Marriage Saver 2000. It's the device that turns up the spice without any of the hang-ups or regret. The Marriage Saver 2000 is private, discreet, and you don't need permission, so there's no nagging. The Marriage 2000 is also quite versatile. You can switch in and out the parts, and it's like having a different partner every night. Don't emasculate yourself by getting a hall pass, and if you have one, shred it, especially that golden ticket. What you need is the Marriage Saver 2000. It will do the trick. At Big Fella Industries, we say the key to a long-lasting and successful marriage is right in the palm of your hands. Thank y'all.
And that's why I say we couldn't have done it without you.
Thanks, big fella.
Strong message from the big fella campaign. Now, here is a photo to sum up what the Leany campaign is all about. If you saw the first show today, you saw greatness personified. Harleeny Quinn was out and about asking for votes, and Leany sent in the super chat saying, I got a message from Harleeny Quinn. She said, don't break her heart like the Joker did. Vote for Leany in North Carolina and get her to the Final Four. This is quite the showdown between two titans in the Asmaniac community, but only one can advance to the Maniac Madness Final Four. Who will play Chef Kevin for a chance to go to the national championship game? We are about to find out. Voting for this afternoon's Maniac Madness matchup is underway.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? Maniac Madness. You get to pick the ones that make the show rock.
Vote. Your votes determined. Who advances to the Final Four representing the Dangerous Alliance region? Oh, yeah. Cole, you're in for a good one today.
I know. I'm excited. I didn't realize that Leany was a 16 seed.
Leany on quite the run. A run we haven't seen ever in the history of this tournament.
I'd say we've never seen a 16 seed go to the Final Four. So she could make history today.
Eddie Ray checking in. Check out Tyron Montgomery, Senior Bowl star.
Same alumni as Cole Thompson.
Really?
One of my high school.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Did not play high school football, though. Played high school basketball. Was a superstar at College Park. Went to LSU to go play basketball. Came back home because of COVID. Had to learn how to play football for the first time in his life when he was back at home taking care of his mom. Really interesting story if you want to read about him on the Houston Chronicle. Guy who has drastically grown up on draft boards. I think he's going to be a Houston Texan because of, do you know where he went to college after he went to LSU?
John Carroll.
Who else went to John Carroll Day?
Nick Casario and Frank Ross, the special teams coordinator too, didn't he?
Nick Caley.
Yeah. Oh, Caley OC did too?
Just throw him in there.
What round would they take him?
Probably 7th.
He should go higher than that, no? He was really impressive at the Senior Bowl.
I still think that because if it's an unknown of football and a Division III player, you're probably going to get him for 7th.
I mean, Ali Marpet was a Division III player too out of Hobart, and he was amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, you're right. It's not pass. I just don't see it. I think he's going to go probably, I would say probably he goes on day 3.
Jedi View wants to know, Cole, what would be your thoughts on taking Bailey at 2 and then trading up for Caleb Downs?
That would be the trade I would make if you were going to make the move when it came to Washington. It wouldn't be for a wide receiver. It'd be for Caleb Downs. Again, here, take this off real fast. Take off the comment. Oh, it doesn't have it. It said before, a running back and a DB are the top 2 players in this year's draft. It's Jeremiah Love and it's Caleb Downs are my top 2 players. Far and away. You can get him at 7. That's a steal, in my opinion.
Sean Bennett with a super chat. Jake, I bet we trade up for Ty Simpson with the 33rd pick. Watch. I'd be a little surprised, Sean. I would.
I would too. I would. I think if they've made it abundantly clear, they're not going after a quarterback this year. And if they are, it's like on day 3 just to
right. Jetstream in the raffle for 2. Jetstream, congrats on winning your Wayne Corbett signed football. It is officially on its way to you. So appreciate your support. He writes in, Cole, what's your favorite projected day 2 or day 3 quarterback that is most likely to exceed expectations?
It's the easy one. It's the one that I thought could have been QB1 in this year's draft. It's Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. He comes from a football background. His dad has been a coach in the NFL. He has training experience from home. He played with what was it? Not a sty, something that was like on his stomach that was dealing with him. And he dealt with a back injury throughout the entire year. He wasn't fully healthy at any point during the season. His rib cage was screwed. So like, I do think that given all of the things that he does have from a gift standpoint, arm strength, size, footwork, that to me is probably what you're going to go ahead and look for in a guy like Garrett Nussmeier to not exceed expectations. I don't think he can exceed expectations. But if you were to say, give me the quarterback that I think could end up starting at least 5 games in 2 years, Nussmeier would be my pick in this year's draft.
Nussmeier, I mean, a little undersized. I wouldn't take him to the 3rd round. The Jets don't have a 3rd, and I don't think he'll be there by the 4th. Maybe he will.
Assist was what I was trying to say. Thank you, Apollo. I was one of that. I'll tell you the player who I'm really excited about on day 3. Cole Payton from North Dakota State.
Jets had an extensive visit with him.
I very much think that he is fun. He is not a great passer. I'm going to take that right now. He is a fine passer, adequate at best. He's a hell of a runner. He can make plays with his legs. So if you want to have a fun flyer, just throw a dart on the board and see if it sticks. I'd definitely at least give Cole Payton a look.
He's an interesting name, no doubt. Let's see. Nick Shine in the house. This is why I can't vote. How could I choose between these two? TBF is my twin, and Lenny has told me I'm her hall pass. Good luck to both. Well, right now, this is surprising to me. Lenny running away with it. 59-41 so far in voting. Whoa. People can't get enough of the Queen Lenny storyline so far. Her versus Chef Kevin, an improbable Final Four matchup if we get a 7 versus 16. But right now, that's where things are headed. And tomorrow on the show, folks, be ready. A rematch of last year's Final Four showdown. This time they meet in the Elite Eight. The defending champion, Mr. Bonesy, taking on the 1 seed, Gary 3D Boxing.
Maniac Madness is underway. Make sure you make multiple accounts and vote 50 times for Gary 3D Boxing.
It's all happening, baby. Cole, this tournament has featured everything from great battles to yelling and screaming to voter fraud. It's had it all.
I need y'all to make 50 fake accounts, 50 burner accounts. They're not fake. They're real accounts. They're just burner accounts. And then go vote for me from all 50 accounts.
Your thoughts?
I really want to see Charles and Gary go for it in the Final Four. That's my national championship, guys.
Charles versus Gary would be sensational.
Charles versus Gary would be elite content.
Ladies and gentlemen, AZ Jet Fan 16 became a channel member. He is in the raffle for 1. Speaking of Charles, this is for you, Cole.
No, thank you. Jets. Let's go.
Oh, God, him and Beast together.
Omar says, hello, Jake. Hello, Cole. Let's go, Jets. Omar, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's get to some calls, shall we? First up today is a man in action in Asmaniac Madness. Hit it.
When he's home, his belly's on the bed. That's what feels good. On the road, his belly's on the bed. In a dirty hotel room. He calls the show, his belly's on the bed. He's just more comfortable. He got a beard, loves the Jets, super chats. He's a big fella, sleeps alone. There's no room on his bed. That's a big fella.
I have bad news. His line crapped out after I already played the intro. So, big fella,
we don't get him anymore.
call back, big fella. Call back. His phone line crapped out. In the meantime, let's get to some other calls here. Let's say hello to a man we just saw on screen looking big and sexy.
We can't hear you. Restart. Go to commercial.
Beast, how are you?
Hi, Beast.
Sore.
You're
I just
sore.
got off the crap for like 10 minutes ago.
Why are you still sore then?
You try having pain from the top of your shoulder blade going down to your spine and then having a lightning rod going.
Have you thought about maybe changing your diet so you are in less pain when you take a crap?
How about I just get one of them lazy bowls? You know, the ones that Tim Allen had? A lazy bowl, so I can just go and then put the thing on and go.
Are you still with us?
Yeah, that's one of those things that you want. They got those chairs at Ridge Mall. You can sit down for like 3 minutes. Just put $1 in there and you go, and then they'll rub your back. Now those recliner chairs, like you can do the trick, but I don't have
you one of the day.
No, I want one of them recliner chairs. Those are the kind of chairs I'd like to have.
What kind of styles do they
Something
make?
Oh, Mr. Jake, did you get my email about my jersey getting stolen?
Yeah, what happened to your jersey, Beast?
It got stolen.
By who?
How do you know?
I've checked the last 3 times this past Saturday. 1 o'clock, 2:30, 4 o'clock. Called USPS, called the police department. I got nothing.
I heard your jersey arrived at 5:30 p.m.
No, it didn't. I checked.
Hey, put your ring light on. Toilet ass. That's what Gator says.
Yeah, come on.
Toilet ass?
Toilet ass.
Toilet ass, huh?
Yeah.
There's the
How
pretty
about, hey, giddy up, cowboy. Get a horse and ride with me. Yeah!
Beast, I'll check back in with you. The big fella's now with us. Big fella, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Big fella.
What's up, Cole?
I'm very sorry that I did not mock a Tennessee player to you guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset with your preseason rankings this year too, bro.
What do you mean? You guys are going to be a fine team this year. You guys will be a bit. You got the best hire defensively of the offense.
Yeah, I know, but 7-5, man. Come on now.
I said 8-4. How dare you disrespect me like that?
No, you said 7-5. I heard it first, man. I remember.
7-5. I thought I switched it to 8-4.
No, you said 7-5. I'm hoping 9-3, but 7-5.
Can you settle for 8-4 if you have Faison Brandon look the part of QB1 for 2027?
No, that's true. That's true. But I think like Mike Matthews is going to take a big step this year.
Yeah, I have him as a dark horse to win the Biletnikoff.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, I think Tennessee will be fine. They got to figure out the quarterback though, because at the orange and white game,
I heard
last week it was supposedly really bad. So
both sucks apparently. Like I had spoken to a buddy of mine, and he said don't lean too much into it. But Ryan Staub, the kid from Colorado, looked the best. I'm like, oh,
yeah, that's what I heard too. And it's like,
that's
come on, man.
Let me ask you, what would you do if the Jets took, let's say, Jamal McCoy at 16?
Jamal McCoy at 16, I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, I think we need. If Vega's there at 16, I would take him.
That's what I would.
But McCoy, no, I think we can get another corner later. That's what I think anyway. Like we could get Pons later, or somebody like that.
Is that who you want?
No, what I want, I'm not gonna get. I wanted Sonny Styles, and I wanted Vega, and then I wanted Zion Young at 33, and I wanted Chris Brazel at 44. That's what I want.
That's two of those things can happen for sure.
Yeah.
Like I think Zion Young at 33 and Brazel at 44 can happen.
Yeah.
I both are not dead. You're not getting Styles, which I think.
I know. It sucks, but good news on my front though. My daughter just committed to Ohio State, so that's so yeah, it's actually pretty dope. So
Ohio State.
It's only the Jets though. It's like everybody's saying draft an Ohio State player. There's 5 Ohio State players that are really good this year. The Jets are like, nah, we know better. Let's get David Bailey. It's
okay. He's not a bad player. He's just a limited player.
That's true, but I mean, we already have a limited player in Will McDonald. So I don't know. To me, it's just like,
who does your daughter want at 2?
Yeah,
I would rather have somebody who can stop the run. Considering we watched Michael Clemens for the past 4+ years have Josh Allen have him going everywhere. So I don't know. That's what I think about him. Where's Jake anyway?
Do you hear me?
Did he go where?
What?
Can you hear me?
I can't see him.
Yeah, he can't see you.
He can't see me. Can you hear me, Cole?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Well, you tell Big Fella. I've been here the whole time, and I've been talking to him.
The only one I can see is you, Cole.
Yeah, Jake says that he's been here the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Give him this message for me, Cole. Ask him what his message is.
Maybe I'll have to
voters.
restart, or he does.
Who does your daughter want the Jets to draft it to?
I don't know. She liked Sonny Styles, but she's good with whoever, pretty much. She's not the biggest football fan, but she hears from me and my son that we like Sonny Styles. So that's.
Can you hear me, big fella?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hear somebody, and it's definitely not Jake.
Cole, can you ask big fella if he can hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you hear Jake?
No.
He
All
says
right, give Big Fella this message. Tell him that he's currently
All right.
trailing 56-44.
I'm gonna get off and then
Hold up, what is it? Hold up, big fella. One sec.
yeah, sure.
Say, Big Fella, you're trailing 56-44. You need a rally.
You are trailing 56-44. You need a rally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I expected this, but you know,
Hold on, it'll be like a 52-49 finish.
well, Leany's a tough competitor, man. How am I gonna compare? How am I gonna compete against someone as pretty as Leany? Come on now.
Well, you're finding ways to go ahead and save marriages. I think that's a pretty good start right now. Big
I'm
fella.
trying, bro. I'm trying. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the ASMANIAC Rumble.
Hey, Leany.
Oh, hello, big fella.
How you doing?
Good. Oh gosh, I'm trying to get my phone.
Oh, now you're trying to be me. What the hell is that?
Yes, I'm trying to be you. Well, I figured you call with your bellies on the bed.
Of course.
So I'm calling with my boobies on the bed. So
there you go. That works. That works.
There you go. I'm trying to have I got my crown on. Can't tell if
Calm your freaky down.
I'm on my phone, so I can't say I got my, and I got my little staff thing. Bippity boppity boo.
I see it.
I get to the final four.
Now you did a great job this morning. You really did.
Oh my gosh.
Leany thing was great.
I was shaking and I was so nervous.
Really?
And yes. And when I kept practicing, I kept getting mixed up, kept saying the big fella instead of the bat fella, and then the bat fella instead of the big fella. I don't even know if I got it right, but I was shaking like a leaf. Yes.
Well, you did great. You did really well.
You.
And this is all in fun anyway. So it's all good.
All in fun. I love everybody. You know that.
Yeah, me
great
too.
Community. Everybody's wonderful. This is so much fun. And I need to thank Beast. Yes, he was in a bad mood. He was sad. And I feel bad for that. But if he was on point, I wouldn't be here right now.
I don't know about that,
Leany. Thank you to the Beast.
I don't know. I don't know about that. There's a lot of people in this community that love you. I'm one too. I mean, you're great. So I mean, you deserve. If you move forward, you deserve it. So
thank you, and so do you. We all deserve it.
Yeah.
We all are unique. We all bring something to the table, and that's why it's so great. And there's over 45,000 people.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why. It's just wonderful. It really is. I have fun every day. Mr. Leany comes home and says, "Who you laughing at now? Who you watching?" Because he never knows if it's Jake, Nick. He just doesn't know. But
I had no idea how to like go against that hall pass thing that you were doing. So I tried my best. I tried my best. I tried to think about something. Oh,
I showed Mr. Leany. He laughed. He goes, "That was great." No, I thought I loved it.
Oh, thanks.
See, that's why I was like, everyone's making videos and this and that. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I have to say thank you. I don't know if he wants me to tell, but Addison had the idea, the Harleeny.
That's
twin.
fun. Yeah. No, it's all good.
And I was like, I don't know if I could do it. And he was every day. Leany, you got to do it. You got to do it. It would be so awesome.
That's awesome. No, that's good. That's good. I mean, it was a good counter, and you played the part really well. So good for you. You did an excellent job.
Leany, you're crushing it. Big fella can't see me, but he's doing a great job as well.
I can see you now. I can see you. Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not too close, and you can look up my nose. Oh my gosh! Like on my thing, like my whole face is taking up my thing. Sorry.
You guys are
I was
both
trying
amazing.
to get where I could sit on the bed and you could still see me, but
Leany, you got to do this today. All right, you have to do the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions.
Yes,
that's what you have to do. I do it when Jake needs it. Now it's your turn. You got to do it.
I don't know if I'd be very good at that.
If you beat me, you have to do it today.
Okay, I will.
All right,
I'll try.
That's a deal. That's definitely a deal.
Okay.
Beast, how's the gas?
It's not gas, it's pain. I can feel it running, but it's like someone threw 10,000 lightning bolts at full force going, me.
Well, Laney, we might need you. Doesn't look like he's in any position to send us to
it would
the
help.
Raffle wheel.
It would help if he pulled the dildo out.
Leany, Big Fella, you guys are great.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for all you do for the show.
I love everybody. Thank
Take care,
you.
buddy. All right, bye.
Maniac Madness is underway. Make sure you vote to make your voice heard.
Two of the greats right there. Love it.
Why does one of them have to lose? Like, that was the most wholesome thing I've seen on this channel in 2 years.
It's crazy. Well, the problem is when you get down to the final 8, they're all great callers. You know, it's impossible.
I do love the fact that Laney went for full-on boobs on the bed. You know, it's good.
Gator, I'm going to need a remix of Big Fella's intro featuring Leany with, instead of bellies on the bed, boobies on the bed.
Boobies on the bed.
Sean says, Jake, should I call in? Sean, absolutely. You are always welcome on this program. Let me shout out Seth Martinez, who gifted 5 memberships. Seth, thank you very much. You're in the raffle for 5.
You sit when you pee. Now go to another caller.
Seth, thank you. Sean says, what if Gino shines with us and rejuvenates his career here? That'd be great. And then you're under no pressure to have to force the quarterback thing a year from now if he actually has a great year. But chances are he's the bridge for a year and you draft someone next year, but you let things play out.
I mean, I have a better shot of getting divorced or being dead in the next year than he does rejuvenating his career. But, you know, anything's possible. We only live one day at a time, bud.
I mean, do I think he's going to be great with the Jets? No. Do I think he is capable of being competent? Yes. I do think Gino could be better than what we saw with him with the Raiders.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, like, he was complete hot dog water of pure insanity crap with the Raiders. So yeah, I mean, like the margin for improvement is don't look that, and you're already better than what you were a season ago.
Donna purchased 4 raffle tickets. Good luck, Donna. Appreciate you. You are in for 4.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
All right, more of your calls. I saw this guy at American Whiskey Saturday night after a big Knicks win in Game 1. Jake Klein joins us. Hello, Jake.
What's up, Jake?
You're on mute, Jake. Unmute your mic.
Yeah. By the way, whoever this beast dude is, like, he needs my services. Get him to give me a call, by the way.
What, are you new to the show?
Yeah, I haven't been on this thing in, I can't even tell you.
I say, when's the last time that you ever have not seen an episode without Beastbreaker?
I don't know.
Yeah, you two should get acquainted. Beast, how are you?
Where are you at?
This guy needs to learn that I've been to all sorts of pains and wars. He's got a lot to learn. You got a lot to learn, son. You might be a small little man, but I'm a big man in a big man's body. I like to see you fly through the air. I like to see you go through punishment and pain and agony like most men. You haven't learned nothing yet. You got a long way to go. It's a long way to the top. Just remember, like Rick Flair once said, once you get on Space Mountain, it's hard to get on, but it's hard to get off.
How did this happen?
Cold weather. When you get older, you're going to feel them pains. You're going to feel the bumps and the bruises and the aches and the pains. Just watch. My grandfather's always told me, wait until you get older. And now that I'm getting older, it's already beginning. See, this ain't even the beginning of the end. This ain't even the end of the beginning. It's only just begun. Just
Did you watch Braveheart or something? Did you watch Braveheart or something?
I learned a lot. I own the world's best, son. The world's best. I have Braveheart. I've watched it 60 times. I'm used to it. I'm used to the fighting scenes. I'm used to Braveheart. I'm used to William Wallace cutting that king's head off. I'm used to him going through the fight scenes in York and Falkirk. That's my love. That's my kind of pain that I like. That's fighting right there. That's called spirit. See, what did William Wallace tell his boys? They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom! Countrymen, Panama! Watch the movie. You'll get an understanding.
Yeah, I'm not a Mel Gibson fan, but still. Anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, take some advice. You got a long way to go, and I'm talking a long way to go. You're still at the bottom, but you'll get to the top someday. Just remember that.
For what?
You got a long way to go.
For what?
To earn my respect and achievement and everything else, you got to climb that ladder of success. I learned since I was 17. I took an ass whooping. I still got back up. I take it harder year after year after year after year. That's what makes men stronger. You take a whipping and you keep on ticking. You could ask yourself that. You got to ask yourself that question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you? Punk?
Are we just going into different movies? Dude, you're in a lot of pain right now, clearly. You got to do something about it.
Yeah. Well, when you get older,
I'm a chiropractor.
You're going to realize that. You're going to realize that when you get older. See, that's why I'm going to
38 years old and I had a disc herniation, pal. I know what it feels like. I get it.
Oh, good. Well, it looks like you've only just begun. Not the song that Chubb sang from Happy Gilmore. It's the real deal. And good luck, because the draft is Thursday, and we're gonna succeed. We will succeed.
With Woody Johnson as the owner, no, but nice try.
No, that's a T-shirt slogan that I'm putting out. It's called "We Will Succeed." That's a T-shirt slogan. You ever hear of T-shirt slogans?
Yes.
Use them once in a while. How do you think Stone Cold got his Austin 316 and then the skull in the back and then other side, jackass?
What's going on right now?
You ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Come back to me when you get time on your hands. Now, the first thing I'm going to do,
good.
I'm going to rub a little this on right here. See that?
It doesn't do anything.
Yes, it does. This stuff works. It works like a charm. All you're doing is hating. You know what the old saying is? Haters are going to hate because they can't get
Jake, I came back for
done.
this. What is going on right now? Oh, my God.
I'm trying to give you an example. Look, I might be in a lot of pain, but I'm trying to give you an example.
You have a physiotherapy? Okay.
You haven't learned nothing yet. You haven't learned nothing yet.
Yes.
I'm trying to give you an example, show you what pain is like. You haven't learned pain off the ropes just yet. You haven't taken a slam, you haven't taken a glide, or you haven't even flown. You haven't learned yet. Now do this. Go in the back of the line. Come back to me when you get time on your hands, and we'll talk then. Go to another caller. Let me enjoy putting the icy hot on my back. Thank you. We can't hear you. Restart. Go to commercial. I said go to commercial.
Am I witnessing that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's good. See, this is what happens in life. See, you ask any baseball player who goes through pain. Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, John Olerud, Joe Carter, Andre Dawson, Rain Sandberg, Don Mattingly, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, Reggie Jackson. The list of names, and I could go on. Hell, I could even name Al Kaline. Oh, let's see. Who else can I name? Hank Aaron. Who else? Who else was also some great baseball players? Let's see. Mo Vaughn, Carlos Delgado, Sean Green, Jose Canseco, even the great Roger Clemens, David Wells, Andy Pettit. These men broke their backs. They worked their asses off. They took pain, and you why they still keep going? So damn good. And you know another name that I also forgot? At WrestleMania 1, the great Billy Martin was even a Yankee himself too. Pete Rose, another great legend, played baseball too. Learn that. Learn it. Study your books. Come back to me. And when you do, I'm going to give you a test and see how much you've learned. Until then, you learned. You did good, but you're a rookie still, kid. You're going to have some time. Remember, there are going to be times where you're going to fall off. There are going to be times when you're going to pick yourself up. Just think of it this way. In 100 years, when we're all dead, who's going to care anyway? Maybe the archaeologists will finally find us by then, because by then we'll probably be in the grave. They'll probably look at us like we're ancient dinosaurs. Think about it. Think about it. Go all the way, kid. Go all the way. Just study, study, study. Go to the books. Use the internet. That's what they invented these things for. Why do you think they invented these phones? They got Android. They got iPhone. They got them little thing called tablets. You ever got one of those? You got a tablet?
Yes.
Good. I hope you study that very well, and I hope you learn very well in the coming time frame. Because I feel like I'm the Mr. Feeney in here from Boy Meets World, just giving you a good prep exam, and I feel good doing it because why? I've learned from the great Mr. Feeney. Mr. Feeney was a good man. Sure, he was old, but you know what that old dog did? He taught so many kids in life that sometimes we all cannot get what we want in life. But you know what you got to do in life? You got to get what you need.
Oh my God, what is this?
You've heard that saying? You ever heard of that old saying? You always can't get what you want, but you got to get what you need.
How did you hurt yourself again?
I'm asking a question. How have I learned all this stuff? Years of experience.
You went on some psychotic rant. I just want to ask you how you hurt yourself.
No, it's not psychotic rant, son. This is reality.
Yeah.
This is a different world. This is a reality check for you. And reality, this is not no fantasy. This is reality. This is 2026. We're in a digital world now. We have phones. We have Instacart on our phones. We also have other things on our phone like bingo. We can also do traveling. We can also use the GPS, when we use it for our cars. We also could also use.
Where'd you get the Funko Land banner? That's the only thing I'd like to ask you. Where'd you get the Funko Land banner?
I found that years ago online.
I had Funko Land in my hometown, so I'm surprised you. What are you, New York?
I'm one of the biggest old schoolers in the world today. When it comes to old school, you're talking to the master of it. I own a 35-inch TV from 1993 I still take good care of. I have movies that are hard to beat, hard to come by. And this guy over here, forget that loser, because that loser that you just saw has nothing better to do but hide like a coward and a thief in the night. And when it comes to music, you're asking the god of heavy metal, the real god of pain and suffering. If you haven't been to the big leagues yet, you're about to learn. You're going to get there someday. Just remember these words. You may be in a small league. Here's the difference. Here's you, minor league. Here's me, major leagues. You're going to get there someday. Someday. Just put your effort to it, kid.
Oh my God.
Just learn. Put your effort to it. Maybe one day you'll learn from me, okay, kid?
Yeah.
You'll learn from me one day.
I look forward to that. I look forward to it.
Thank you. Now go study.
Beast,
go learn. And read.
Beast. Why so serious? Why you like the Joker, man?
No, Mr. Cole, reality is upon us. This is a different world now. Sure, we're gonna have times when we're at war with each other. We're gonna have times when we're at each other's throats. But at the end of the day, we're all gonna be here together as a family in honor and glory. See that we use like the words like honor, dignity, and life. That's a code. Some people like to use it as a punchline.
Oh my God.
Now, go enjoy the day, boys. We got a wonderful world out here to go live up our lives by. Because if you don't live life today, if you don't live your life today, what are you gonna do for the rest of your life? Eat at Wendy's, walk around in the fog like I'm blind. You gotta live your lives. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself. And be yourself. Be yourself. Don't worry about me. Be yourself. Okay? Just go out and be yourself. Be yourself.
Great.
Now, let these guys go out. Let these guys go out.
Is there something I can help you with?
No. You
No, not
already
you, Beast.
you
How
already
you
made.
doing, Jason?
You
You're
already
one of the best
made
callers.
your
It's good to have you
pact
back
with
on the show.
You
Call
made your
up.
bed.
I enjoy your calls.
No, listen. You made your bed with me. Now you paid for it. We're done. You made your bed with me. Now live with it.
Put me against Gary, Jake. Put me against Gary, man. Fuck Gary.
Oh, look at this. The $5 super cut guy that could have said, "Hey, can somebody,
Hey, Gary.
can somebody send him back to super cuts and get him his $5?"
You and me, bro. Straight up.
No.
Oh, I'm on mute. There's 4 of us here. How may I help you, Sean? What's up, kiddo?
Yo, screw these punk ass biatches.
Jake's one of the good guys. Jake's an excellent call. Do you know Jake? I don't know what you guys.
Bro, you don't even know me. What are you talking about?
Me?
No, Sean.
Jake,
You don't even know me.
Jake, obviously, you don't know the rules of the game. You don't know the game, so you know.
What is this whole thing about game and life? I've heard this Beast guy rant about my life and game. What the hell is this? What the hell?
Because you don't got it.
This arbitrary thing. Like, what is this?
You got this like ordinary, cow farm, playing with little like piglets, game.
I don't know what the hell you just said. Please.
This cow farm boy, you're boring, bro. It's boring.
Yes, I was born in April 5th, 1988. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. You're boring. You got your facial expressions like made me laugh because.
How do you want him to honestly? How do you want him to respond?
You want me to? How do you want me to respond to a psychotic rant? That was a psychotic rant I just listened to.
You don't know the game. Yeah, but you didn't have any like response to it. You just like have these.
What the hell do you want me, bro? What do you want me to say? That yeah, this is really, really like a serious intellectual conversation about Braveheart and back pain and
ordinary,
obesity. I don't know. Was that I was looking at?
Little like piglets, game. So yeah, I mean you're supposed to like intricately because you're supposed to be like this like. What like philosophical like guy who knows how to use his brain and intellect, so come up with something
before,
like.
Have we met before? Because it sounds like I've met you and I have no clue. Who you are.
I've seen you before. I've seen you talk. I've seen you call in.
Cool.
So
cool.
So you come off with this intellectual guy, like who.
Has like come talk Jets, and clearly that ain't happening.
An answer for like all types of like Jets issues, but you can't handle Beast. So
yeah,
you can't handle Beast.
I don't know what that means.
What's wrong with you, man? Welcome to the game, bro.
Yes, the game of life.
Game. Intellect. Bro,
what is going on right now?
Come up with something unique, man. You like a.
You want me to dance? You want me to, spit rhymes like Eminem?
The
like, what the hell do you want?
Come up with something unique, bro. Like,
okay, I'll give you unique. Woody Johnson's in the Epstein files. Can we talk about that?
Like Woody Johnson's the Epstein file.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Is that like official or is this?
I can't. I can't with this.
Is it official or is it like a real thing? Oh. You can't.
Jake,
do you have like insight information on this?
Yes. There's emails about him with hookers. Look it up.
Oh, okay. So you know for a fact that that's official shit. Beast, Beast, Hey, Beast. Where's your neck, bro?
What? I still got
your
it.
Neck
hey,
left.
I got a neck. Don't worry
your
about my
left
neck.
You.
No, it did. And 1987 was calling for its Heart Foundation glasses to come back.
Yo. Man, you look like a character from Duke Nukem.
And Supercuts are calling for their $5 check. They go.
You look like one of those pics from Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem was one of the greatest games Nintendo 64 ever put out.
You have like insight.
It may not be Contra.
There's emails about him with
the game of Doom, but let me just say this: you're talking to the master of sci-fi games that has dominated them all. Terminator 2, all three. What does everybody?
What's your next? Jake, why you keep him on? Put me on with this fool right here. Don't put me on. Don't put me on with this fool right here.
Me?
I don't want to talk to him. I don't like him, so I don't want to talk to him.
Thanks, dude. Awesome.
You look like one of those pigs from Duke Nukem. So why you like? Come on, I don't want to, Jake. I don't want to talk to this dude. So let's move on.
I'll leave. Bye. I'll leave.
All right, so I'm on myself. Hey, Jake, what's up? Peace, brother. Yo, I'm here. Running the game. Hoping the Jets draft well, because we are. We're gonna Alvaro Reese. Number 2 pick, Alvaro Reese, and we're going with it. We're gonna pick. I believe in Muji. I'm a Muji guy. Muji 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the ASMANIAC Rumble.
What's up, Shawnee Mac? What's up, guy?
Gary, yo, the one thing I have issues with you about is like you're always downplaying like other people. I'm like, other.
I talk everyone up. I want everyone to excel. I want everyone to get the bag.
No, you don't.
No, I do. Name one time I've ever gone after anyone
disrespectful way. You do it in disrespectful.
They come after me. I just counterpunch. I want everyone. I want success for you. I want success for everyone who comes after me. I don't care that they come after me. It's just their own insecurities as a man. But I want them to win in life. I want everyone to win in life. Yes, indeed. But go ahead, proceed.
Yeah, I get that, but you do it in this disrespectful manner. You don't do it. You have to approach people in a certain way. Like you don't just say like.
I move how I want to move. I move how I want to move. I want everyone to succeed. I want everyone to get what they want in life, as long as it's moral. I don't. But
you're bipolar, aren't you, Gary? You're bipolar, aren't you?
No, I'm not bipolar.
You are, because you obviously forget what you say.
That wouldn't be bipolar.
Like previous.
That wouldn't be bipolar. Bipolar wouldn't mean you forget what you say, but
no, you forget. Like obviously, you forget things you say and the way you say it. You talk about women for one.
We're tone policing now.
Like
that's what we're doing. We're
kitchen servers.
I don't like your tone. That's what we're doing now.
You talk about women like they're kitchen servers.
No, I have the highest respect for women. I've married a woman. I have a daughter. I have the utmost respect for women, but I treat them like women, not like men. And that's the fundamental difference. I believe that there are two genders, like two distinct genders. Men and women are different. The rest of y'all just think they're interchangeable or something. It's quite weird.
Okay. So you're biblical, right?
Yeah. God made a man and woman. Distinct, different. God made women to be man's helpmate. Yeah.
So it's an archaic way of thinking, right?
I mean, God is the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever. So I mean, God doesn't change. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but times change. And if you're gonna stick to if you're gonna stick to 2,000-year-old customs, way of thinking, then your modern day views are gonna suck.
Okay, I didn't come here. I didn't come here to win friends. I came here to be biblical. I didn't come here to be popular. I came here to be biblical. Jesus said, "Go and spread the gospel to every living creature." Didn't change with times, right? So I'm in this world, but I love this world. This is not ultimately my home. I'm just passing through.
Well, everybody's wrong, and you're wrong today. And
I'm not. I'm just an instrument of God. I just say what God tells me to say.
Okay. You could be instrumental on my penis, Gary.
I could be, but I choose not to be. I choose to be an instrument of Christ instead.
No, you're a fake Christian. You are.
Oh, I'm fake. Okay, are you a Christian?
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I am.
How do you know that you know him? How do you know that you know Christ?
I believe in the firmament, like a double firmament,
I didn't ask you if you believe the firmament. I said, how do you know that you know Christ? I'm a fake Christian. I would love to know how I'm unbiblical, but I want to know how do you know that you're a Christian? How do you know that you know him?
Because I believe we should live to progress and succeed.
Is that what Jesus said? Jesus said to live to progress and succeed. Is that what Jesus said?
Yes, and come.
Are you referring to a specific verse?
And an altar above and beyond from our
God
center.
said not to lean not on your own understanding, right? That's not what Jesus said. That's not what Jesus said.
Oh, wow.
That's not what Jesus said at all. Jesus said didn't progress.
Okay.
He didn't say progression of time. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So
you believe you
if you want to go through the world, you can go through the world.
Okay.
The reason
Or Gary,
why
you believe you are part God, right? Part God, right?
No,
Gary,
I don't
you believe you are part God.
I'm fully
God.
man. I'm fully man. I aspire to be like Christ, but I'm fully man.
Then why do
I
you
understand why you
why are you such a narcissist that you act like you're a god, but you're not?
That's a logical fallacy called begging the question. There's nothing about
Gary,
me that's
do you abuse your wife?
No, I don't abuse
Gary?
my wife. I love my wife. We are one flesh.
Get the fuck. I don't believe so. I think you
we are.
manipulate
On behalf
her.
of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Bible says,
I believe you manipulate your
his
wife.
mother and father,
I do.
and be cleaved to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. That's in both the Old and the New Testament. Jesus
You manipulate everybody, Gary, to your own sense of belief system, your own sense of belief system, your own ideals.
Give me no,
and I believe you do.
That of Jesus Christ. I'm just I'm just a messenger for Christ. That's all I do. Jesus told me to go and spread the gospel, and God,
you're going to
that's
use
what I'm
this.
gonna do.
You're gonna use this religious dogma.
The Bible will always be my guide. What does the Bible ask me a question? I'm going to tell you what the Bible says about that. What does the Bible say about that? Is my answer to everything. Correct.
Love my wife. We are one flesh.
Get the fuck. I don't believe in anything you say, Gary.
That's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Everything comes out of your mouth is a fallacy. I don't believe anything you
what
say.
Did I say? What did I say? That's fallacious.
Because you pretty much you cheated here, which means you're a liar.
What rule did I break?
You cheated on the rules of the gas.
What rule?
Like
I need y'all to make 50 fake accounts, 50 burner accounts. They're not fake; they're real accounts. They're just burner accounts. And then go vote for me from all 50 accounts. Show me the rule that I broke. Recite the rule for me.
Well, you cheated basically.
Cite
in the game.
the rule that I broke. No. You made a claim. Now you're gonna prove your claim because you're a liar. You said I cheated. Cite the rule that I claimed that I broke. Cite the rule that I broke. Cite it.
Well, because Jake has to have
well
like
because cite the rule that I broke.
these
Not well
rules
because
implemented.
Spurg out later. Spurg later. Now answer the question because you're a liar. You said I cheated, which is a lie. So now I'm gonna put you on the fire and you're gonna name the rule. You're gonna cite the rule that I broke. Or you're
but Jake has
a
to
lying scumbag. You're gonna do
Jake has to implement all these rules for you to follow.
You said I cheated. Cheating implies I broke a rule. What rule did I break? If I didn't break a rule, just admit that you're a lying scumbag. Do one of those two things.
I'm a fucking scumbag.
If
Gary,
you're calling me a cheater
dude.
without any evidence that I cheated, yes, that would make you a scumbag. That would absolutely make you a scumbag. Do you have any evidence that I broke any rule? If so, what rule did I break?
Oh my God, Gary, man.
What rule? Cite the rule.
Black Gypsy called you out. He was right.
We Spurg later.
Black Gypsy called you out. He was right.
We Spurg later.
So stop
now
being a scumbag. You're the scumbag.
You can't answer the question. You came on in here and said I cheated. I asked what rule did I break? You couldn't name one because I didn't break any rule. So that makes you a liar.
Black Gypsy
that's
caught you
Black
in
Gypsy.
like 3 lies. So shut the
name one lie.
Shut up.
You lied
you
once.
Are pissing me
now you're lying again.
Gary, you are pissing me off right now.
Do I look
you
worried?
You are fucking liar. Shut the fuck up.
Do I look worried? Do I look
all right?
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
You're gonna have to learn.
I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, Gary, because you're a loser and you'll always be a loser.
Good for you. And maybe one day I could be a winner like you.
Wow. Folks, we've all seen the real black and white come out. We all know Gary is a liar and a clown and a cheat.
Maniac Madness is underway. Make sure you make multiple accounts and vote 50 times for Gary 3D Boxing.
What a show.
What is this fantastic? oh God, I could not handle what Jake had to deal with Beastbreaker.
By the way, while all that was happening, The big fella has made an unbelievable comeback in Asmaniac Madness. 52-48, Leany leading the big fella. Unbelievable turnaround here, Cole.
It's fantastic. Oh my God. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever go ahead and share Jake's secrets, you can spend the whole Whip Beast for an hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what happened there.
It was fantastic.
Jake Klein, you deserved all that. Beast, thank you for your contributions. Wow. Incredible. Cole, I'll let you run, man. I mean, there's nothing you need to say.
I want to say hi to Gary real fast. I always like saying hi to him.
He's not even there.
Come on, Gary. Come back in.
Yep. Not even
Gary,
there.
I literally waited for you.
It's all right.
You got 2 minutes to come back, and I want to talk to you. No.
Hold on. Gary's back.
Okay.
Gary, hello.
Hi,
unmute your mic.
Yeah, I left my fridge open. You think it closed, but it's open just a little bit ajar and it's beeping at you? That's what happened. It was beeping at me. It was open a little bit.
I'm staying on for you, by the way.
Jake Klein is an excellent caller, by the way. I wish he would call in more. I wish I got to listen to him. He's one of the best callers. He just doesn't call in anymore. But now I'm all frazzled.
Okay. What would piss you off the most, other than the last caller? What would piss you off the most of the Jets? Who the Jets took at 15?
I thought Sean made some great points for the record.
There's no one I really like. There's no one within the realm of reality that would piss me off other than Simpson. Like that's the only one that would piss me off.
Okay.
Any of the receivers, I don't really love anyone, and I don't really hate anyone. It's like, to me, this is like a draft of a bunch of mid guys. Like it's like pick your mid kind of. Like I would like. There's 2 players that I love, but they just don't play premium positions, and that's Downs and Love.
Yeah, see, those are the top 2 players in this year's draft.
What I would like to do is trade down from 2 and up from 16 to get around 8 and 9, and just draft those 2 guys. That's what I would love to do. I don't know how realistic it is to trade down from 2 and up from 16. But like, I'd like to trade picks with the Giants. What picks would you rather have? 2 and 16 or 5 and 10?
5 and 10, but you're not. I don't think you would land Love. I don't think you'll land Love at 5. That's the problem.
He's gonna go in the top 4.
Yeah.
Who takes?
I'm not gonna be shocked if the Giants move up 2 spots to get Jeremiah Love.
Is Tate as good as Garrett Wilson? That's my metric. I'll take him at 2 if he's as good as Garrett Wilson.
He's not as good as Garrett Wilson. He's okay, Gary. He's a perfect number 2 receiver. He is awesome in the role.
But he can't be a number 1, right?
It's not that he can't be a number 1. It's like he's never shown you that he can be a number 1. He's been a number 2 his entire life, whether it was with Emeka Egbuka or Jeremiah Smith. He's been a number 2. So for the Jets, it's a perfect fit because if you need a number 2 receiver. But
you're at 2, you're way reaching for him.
But that's the thing. You can't take him at 2, and he's not going to be there at 16.
Right.
It's a lose-lose for you. That's
so he's not going to be. That's what he's not going to be a Jet then. Like it's okay. I mean, it didn't fall to us. He's not going to be a Jet then. Cardinal Tate's not going to be.
Yeah, we're trying to get Omar Cooper or Mekhi Lemon, and I think Mekhi Lemon's off the board too. So,
what about? I'm not going to call him Sadiq Bey. I'm not going to call him Sadiq Bey. I'm not going to call him Sadiq Bey. Kenyon Sadiq. How about Kenyon Sadiq?
I don't want him for you guys. I just don't. That doesn't mean he's a bad player. I just don't want him for you guys.
Do you hear that, Gary?
You guys laugh. It's not funny.
This is regurgitating.
Those are 2 fairly young men.
You want to see what a real man looks like?
They don't care. They think it's funny that they're sickly and ill.
This ain't no bullshit.
Beast and Gorman look great.
Yeah, they're both physical specimens.
Destructive but constructive.
That's extraordinary. Yeah.
272 pounds, muscle and might.
I'm all thrown off here. I'm all flustered here. Can I get to my jet point?
Yeah, you could try.
Oh yeah.
If you don't fuck off, I don't know what else will. Have a good day.
You happy, Cole? You got your Gary time.
All right. But it's always fun with you. You guys, all right, final prediction. You guys are going to draft Arvell Reset 2, and I think that you are trading out of 16, and you will end up with Denzel Boston somewhere in the mid-20s. Those are my 2 picks for the first round.
I like the prediction. Cole, appreciate you hopping on.
Bye, bud.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cole Thompson with us. Home stretch of the show, about 30 minutes left, and breaking news, it is 50-50 between Leany and the big fella.
Maniac Madness is underway. Make sure you vote to make your voice heard.
A spot in the Asmaniac Madness Final 4 is on the line. Who will play Chef Kevin? Your votes determine who's moving on. Vote, vote, vote for your chance to determine the winner. Let me get to more calls. Here we go. Derek is next. Hey, Derek.
Hey, Jake. How we doing, brother?
What's up, Derek?
Oh, nothing, man. That had me laughing my ass off. Jake Klein, welcome to the Jake Asman Show. It's wonderful. You're gonna love it here.
The fact that he wasn't familiar with Beast is just astonishing.
That is kind of crazy. His facial reactions had me dead. I've busted my ass up laughing in my chair the whole time. I just had a couple things today. Shefty reported today that the Giants spent a lot of time with Jordan Tyson, so I agree with Cole. I think they're going to lean pretty heavily on him there. And Shefty also said he thinks Tate's going to be the first receiver taken, and I seen that he's minus 200, I believe, to be the first receiver taken. And he dropped a couple other nuggets. He said that he thinks the Cardinals are going to be the team that comes up for Ty, and that the Jets and the Cardinals are the two teams most interested in Ty. And that he also said that he can definitely see the Cardinals trading up. And I found another thing that was interesting. Brett Veach said that he expects a lot of first-round trades. He said there have been 5 apiece in the last 2 years in the first round. I thought that was a pretty interesting little nugget there. And I think Brett Veach probably has a lot of good connections. He's a pretty good GM. I wonder if that might bode true there. And then he also thinks we're going to see a lot of action in the later rounds, which I kind of hope we do. I was just kind of wondering how you feel like how many trades you could see happening.
Well, I mean, I think we're looking at potentially 3 in the top 10 alone.
Oh, really? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, the top 15. I mean, the Eagles are apparently interested in moving up for one of the receivers because of the A.J. Brown trade that's looming. You know, the Jets are interested. The Cowboys are interested in moving up. I think there's going to be a lot of trades drafting that idea. I think trying to do a mock draft right now is impossible because you're not going to be able to accurately guess the trade.
Yeah. I think you're pretty spot on that one. I can't believe we're only 3 days away. I just wanted to follow up with saying the big fella and Leany. I love all your guys' calls, man. You guys are the absolute greatest. It's been a really good competition. And Jake, I hope you and the rest of fellow ASMANIACs have a wonderful rest of your day, man. JETS, 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 Jets. Let's go, baby.
Derek, appreciate you. Great call. Right now it's 51-49. Big fella leading Leany in North Carolina. It's as close as it could possibly be with a spot to the Final Four on the line.
When she's home, her boobs are on the bed. Cause those tits hurt. Cause the show her boobs are on the bed. Can't let ASMANIACs look at them. Her husband wants those boobs on the bed. It's the best place to play with them. She lost her bra. Loves the Jets. Super Jets. She sleeps alone. There's no room on her bed.
Oh my God, that is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. That is amazing. That is so good, dude. That is so good. Gator is a freaking genius, bro. I mean, come on.
The turnaround is incredible.
It's insane, dude. That was so good. That was so good, man. This show has been insane. Why is it like when I come on, bro? Like weird shit happens. Gary gets in an argument with Sean that lasts a half hour, and then I see boobies on the bed, bro. Come on now.
We've had it all on this show. If anyone's asked what the show's all about, show them this episode.
It's been awesome, dude. And the look that I was going for in my video was a mixture of Thunder Lips and Sean. That I was trying to meld them together. And that was the inspiration. So Sean, if you're out there, you were part of the inspiration to the look of the video, bro. So thank you very much. That was awesome. Leany's great, dude. And you know, whether I win or lose to Leany, you know, it's just an honor to go against her. She's great. I met her first time at the meetup when we did the Texans, not last year, the year before. And she's just a sweetheart. She's a little thing. There's a funny picture of her standing next to me. It's like, what? You know, her and Jay Graves are standing next to me. It's from that meetup, and it's awesome. And I love that picture. And Leany's fantastic. So vote for me, vote for Leany. You know, it's all in fun, and this has been great.
51-49. Big fella, you're on quite the comeback here. This is coming down to the end.
Hey, man, I love them all. I love all you guys who are voting for me, and the people who didn't vote for me. You know, I love you guys too. You know, it like I said, it's all in fun. I have some creative stuff that's that's in down the pipe if I get the chance to advance, and it'll be shocking. Let's just say. So anyway, like I said, love y'all and go Jets, baby.
As Maniac Madness is underway, make sure you vote to make your voice heard.
What a show this has been. And I should mention, we have a pretty epic raffle prize coming up at the end here. Signed helmet by Pennington and Curtis Martin. Each side of the helmet is signed by a Jet legend, Chad Pennington and Curtis, my favorite, Martin. We are presented by PrizePicks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is from Joe Caparoso of Badlands. He better be right. Otherwise, we're blaming you, Joe. Carl Anthony Towns, more than 20.5 points. OG Anunoby, more points, rebounds, and assists combined than 23.5. And CJ McCollum, less than points, rebounds, and assists. This is from Joe Caparoso, who tweeted this out. I'm tailing his picks tonight on PrizePicks. I'll be at the Garden for Knicks and the Hawks in a little bit. Tip off after 8. So here's the PrizePick lineup for Knicks and the Hawks. Check it out. Make your own picks. Any sport, anytime. Use code HMA and you'll get $5. When you put in $5, you'll get $50 instantly available in lineup. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring our show. Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line. Let me get caught up on some of the super chats here. James Mart says, Jake Asman, total gentleman. Thank you, James. You're in for 2. Mad Max says, Beast, your back pain is due to your diet. Salient point by Max, perhaps. I think Beast might disagree. Phantom says, Beast talks as if there's WWE cameras from 1993 on him at all times. Beast, your thoughts on this?
1993 was a very great year, except for certain things. You know, the steroid scandal, and the Toronto Blue Jays winning their second World Series, and the Chicago Bulls. First time ever. Repeat, three-peat. Let's see what else happened.
I don't got any time for Chicago Bulls talk. Pagan Artie with a super chat. I do admit the nitrate-free deli meat Gary recommended were very good. Thank you, Gary. From Pagan Artie. Omar Ochoa gifting a membership. Shout out to you, Omar. Jeffrey gifting not 1 but 2. So they are the latest recipients or the latest Asmaniacs to enter the Asmaniac raffle. Let's go. More of your calls now, shall we? Let's say hello to the one, the only, Kyle Clifton. And when Kyle calls in, it's your job to guess where he's calling us from.
Poor Jay Klein. I feel bad.
He had to learn who Beast is, and that's the only way you could truly learn.
The hard way, I guess. Yeah, I wanted to do an exercise with you and see what you think about it. So, players that we think are definitely going in the top 15. Mendoza, Reese, Bailey, Love, Styles, Downs, Bain, Tate, Mawanoa, Lemon, Tyson, and Delane. Is that fair?
Was that 15 players you just mentioned?
That was 12.
I think that's fair so far.
Yeah. Now there's a group of like 9 guys outside that top 12, one of which is going to be available to us, I think. So Spencer Fano, I've seen him a couple times on a couple people's big boards inside the top 10. So he could be a guy that could be in that top 15, right? Also, Freeling, the offensive lineman, is
Monroe Fraley. I saw Chris Sims mocked him to the Browns at 6 today, which felt early.
I've heard people say that he's not getting past the Lions at 17. So the other offensive lineman is well, that's Proctor. That they don't think he's going to get past the Lions at 17. So you got Sadiq, you got Vega, you've got Thieneman, you've got Jermod McCoy, you've got Messador and Falk and Cooper Jr. and maybe Boston. Brings you down to about 22 players that are kind of bunched together. Do you think I missed anybody there? Maybe McNeil Warren or like I guess my point is like it almost certainly doesn't have to be a wide receiver at 16 because those top 3 guys I think are going to be gone at this point, right? Either we're going up or we're going back. If we're sticking, I'm not sure it's going to be a receiver.
Well, there's always a surprise or two. I think the Jets are going to end up trading up though, Kyle. I do.
Well, there's always a surprise. I think Fano could be the surprise that could be it.
I'm not convinced we know the order of the offensive linemen that are going to go, to your point.
Right.
Like I've seen some scenarios where Fano's there and the Jets potentially take him because he could play tackle, he could play guard, and he might be best player available by the time they're up.
And we could be woefully underestimating Vega because I've seen him mocked as low as like 22 or 23.
He's a guard, so he can go anywhere, really.
He can go anywhere, but a lot of people think he might be the best offensive lineman in the draft. So, like, what do you do with it? I don't know.
Yep.
I saw one. The reason I'm bringing this up is, and I can't remember who it was. Oh, maybe it was Joel Klatt from Fox. Jermod McCoy went to us at 16. And I don't know how the fan base is going to feel about that.
Oh, we'd be pissed. Taking a corner at 16? That'd be terrible.
Right. So, but what I will say is there's some guys here with that offensive line and with McCoy and maybe Vega if he's there. If we don't want to spend the pick there, I feel like going back is going to be an option for us maybe at 16.
Well, in that scenario with some of those players, I think there's teams that would come up for a couple of those guys, and then the Jets can move back. I saw, for example, Zach Rosenblatt put out a mock where the Jets traded with the Chargers and went from 16 to wherever the Chargers are, 22 or 23, and they got a third, and they took took Omar Cooper in that spot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's actually a great piece in The Athletic. Bruce Feldman, who he was talking to scouts and various position coaches about some of these prospects, and it was very, very informative about what they can do and where they might thrive. And it came out today. Just if you readers happen to have access to it, but that's just the mindset I kind of wanted to put out there for the show, right? Like I'm to the point now where we're not getting one of those top 3 receivers unless we go up.
Mm-hmm. So trade out of 16.
Yeah. So to me, trade out of 16 or resign yourself to taking one of these 8, 9, 10 players. And I don't like, I wouldn't be comfortable with a lot of these guys. Like, I don't think we're going to go edge again. I'm on record as liking Vega, but I don't think he's going to be there. I think he's probably in the top 15. Thieneman, this is such a safety-rich draft. I don't really see that in the top 20. And then McCoy is such a wild card because he could be the most talented corner in the draft. We've spent so much money and draft capital on, and resources on corner. It just doesn't make too much sense for us. But I mean, he could certainly be a difference maker. But what do you do with these other guys? Like, it's kind of a crazy situation to be left in. I think you have to get out of that spot.
I can't take a corner at 16. I need an offensive player there. I can't do it. or you trade out. So I agree with you, Kyle. I think the Jets are trading up though. I do. I think they're going to move up. I don't know at what spot. I think 7 makes a lot of sense. I think they could definitely try and work out a deal to get in front of the Dolphins. Maybe they do business with the Giants now at 10. The Giants want to come back and get some extra picks. They could be in on a receiver too, but let's say maybe Tyson's already off the board. Maybe the Jets come up for Lemon. I can see the Jets and Cowboys doing a deal. We talked about that earlier. I think the Jets are going to be aggressive for a wide receiver. They've left themselves vulnerable. Might as well go and get your guy. And if they don't trade up, they should trade out of 16. If the board breaks the way Clifton just described it, which, who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, 51-49 is the latest scoreboard update in the Leany versus Big Fella showdown that has lived up to the hype and then some. Couple calls left before we wrap up our show. We got a raffle at the end for the signed helmet by Chad Pennington and Curtis Martin. So make sure you enter because I have begun to count all the names for that. More of your calls right now on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is Dirty. Hello, Dirty.
Jake, how are you? We are approaching a couple days left, and it's going to be excellent, Smithers. It's going to be grand.
Let's hope.
Look, it's either I really want Makai Lemon. I like the way this dude plays ball. I like the way he's in the slot. I think the Rams could really pick him up before us because I think they're going to prepare for the exit of one of their big wide receivers, either by age or contract, whatever that might be. So I think we could be aggressive and get up and go get him. I like the way he runs routes. He has really good separation. On top of that, he doesn't push off of his defender to get separation. He actually allows the ball to come to him and has a very good hand-eye coordination. So he's very good on his routes. He can make people miss, and he's like a bowling ball when he gets the ball to make sure that he gets past the sticks. So I am a huge believer in Makai Lemon. He's not your wide receiver one. He's not going to be. He's perfect complement to what Garrett Wilson is. Let him be the one. Makai Lemons be the bowling ball two. And then you also have A.D. Mitchell, who's I think he's underrated. People are going to sleep on him. So I think that would be a really good, 3-stack in that offense.
I am a fan if they could get Lemon. I don't know if he makes it to 16. So Are you moving up for him? That's the question.
Right. Also, by the way, speaking with Beast, the 92-93 Blue Jays, I've actually had Turner Ward on my podcast before from the 92 Blue Jays, and he gave his whole testimony about how he got traded to the Brewers and such like that too. So if you guys want to check that out, that's over on that.
Beast, your thoughts?
Well, the 92-93 team was very good because you look at it. You had Ricky Henderson. You had Devon White. You had Paul Molitor, John Allroot, Joe Carter. You also had Al Leiter on that team. Cito Gaston, who was one of the best coaches in Major League Baseball, built one of the greatest teams in all of 92-93. How do you think they came back-to-back? They worked their asses off so hard, day in, day out, through pain, agony, and defeat. They still survived, and they still did it. And it's funny because you mentioned that too, because if you really look at it, that team was destructive, but very smart in the brain. That's why look at the first two. You had Ricky Henderson, you had Devon White. Perfect RBI hitters, slap shot hitters. Paul Molitor, no thank you.
Well, in case anybody wants to go check it out, you guys can go to Iconical.
No thank you.
Good old Beast. Gotta love it. Well, Beast, you're a trooper, my friend. So thank you so much for the response. Jake, let's go Jets. Jets, 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 Jets.
No thank you.
Jets. Let's go.
Dirty, thank you for the call. Mike Dem says, vote big fella. Strong endorsement from Mike.
Good job.
Hold on. Where's my poll? Let's take a look at the up-to-date poll voting. This one is coming down to the bitter end. 51-49. Leany in North Carolina leading the big fella. Drama. home stretch. Got a couple calls left. On the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is the wagon.
Jet wagon's always cooking, which it takes. Jet wagon's even cooking at the game. Jet wagon hates McDonald's, but he's headed home to cook. It's time once again for Jet wagon.
Hey Jake, how you doing?
Good, Chuck. How are you?
Very good. I know it's a pipe dream and it's probably never going to happen, but what do you think about the Jets moving back, trading with the Giants? Do you think 2-44 would be good enough to get 5-10?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Not even 33 either, but I don't want to get rid of 33 because I think that's a really good commodity.
If you
Definitely
can get
not
5 and 10, you'd give up 33 in a second.
I'm sorry?
If you could get 5 and 10, you would do that in a second, but that's not even close to being enough.
Oh, and you're saying for 2 and 33?
Yeah, I mean, if you told me the Jets could trade 2 and 33 and get 5 and 10, you do that in a second.
Yeah, because it would really be nice to have 10, 6, 5, 10, 16. That would really be pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Sonny Styles. I'm pretty sure they would trade back and probably pick Sonny Styles because Reese and Bain would be off the board by then.
Chuck, did you actually think there's any scenario where the Jets would end up with 5 and 10 for only having to trade away 2 and 33?
No, I'm just trying to. I wanted to just spitball hypotheticals out there, especially since it is the Giants.
What else you got?
Nothing. My head hurts. I've been trying to work on a paper for class, and it's due pretty soon. So I've been working on that. That's why I haven't been calling probably the last week or so.
What's the paper about?
I got to do a project on a big size company. I chose Johnson & Johnson because I have stock in them. And yeah.
What are your
I'm
findings?
almost done. Big company. They spun off one of their segments back in 2023, which was their cosmetics and basic over-the-counter medications, Tylenol, Band-Aid brands.
You want to talk with one of my professors on the line? Give you some advice?
Which one?
Howdy, stranger. Howdy.
What's up? What's up, Gator number 2?
Johnson & Johnson?
Yep.
Did you also know in 2020 Johnson & Johnson got sued because people were fed up with the COVID mandate nonsense? Did you?
They also got sued for a hip malfunction in their hip replacement too.
Correct. They say Mundo. See, that's also another thing that Johnson that also was going after, because if you also remember too, they were losing money hand over fist when the whole COVID thing started back in 2020, and then as the years went on, they kept losing money left and right, and now we're at the pinnacle stage right now where the times are going to change, and yes, it is happening right before our very eyes. So what is this paper that you're writing? What is it like telling you about this whole thing?
Just different. It's just a different points I have to talk about the company that I chose from. It's got to be about 15 pages. So
no, thank you.
Oh boy. Yeah, I know. No, thank you. But
oh boy, this is gonna be one of those 2,000-word essays. Oh boy, that's gonna sound like a living hell. Well,
I'm at 2,600 right now.
20. So you're 2,600. All right. So, well, don't worry. You got a long way to go. Just keep your head up. Keep reaching for the stars. And if you get bored, and if you feel like your mouth's getting dry, go get yourself some water. That's what
already got it.
Good call. But don't worry.
Trying to take my break so my head doesn't hurt as much as it does already.
Well, take your time. Take it. like Stifler once said, remember, take your time, take it slow, and let the good times roll.
Hey Jake, did you when's your last show? Are you going to just do a live show on Tuesday before you leave for Pittsburgh? Did he say when Beast? Did he say when he's leaving for Pittsburgh?
I think it might be Wednesday because Thursday's
Okay.
the big show in.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to leave on Tuesday or Wednesday. I just been busy with everything.
Hey, just relax, take it slow, and let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. You got a long way to go. We're barely even getting into spring still. No, thank you. Yes, thank you. And yeah, you didn't notice I busted this out, the old straw hat.
Yeah, because the weather's probably getting a little bit nicer out there.
Well, it depends. Well, did you also know?
No, thank you.
Did you also know ECW there was a guy like this who wore a straw hat?
I never watched ECW.
If you did, you'd be surprised because there was a guy in the front room.
All right, I think we were all ready for that conversation to come to a close. Thank you, Chuck Wagon. And I will be doing a live show tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Jets Collective tomorrow night. I'm headed to Pittsburgh Wednesday morning. So there'll be only one live show on Wednesday, which will be the final or Elite 8 matchup between Gorman and PBM. Ladies and gentlemen, super chat from Iconical Wear. Updated draft picks for a mock stick to the model. I don't know. What are you updating? I'm not sure what this means, Iconical, but thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I was about to get ready for the raffle, and then I saw this from Genergy. How about a $50 super chat of support from Genergy? Nobody puts Queenie in the corner. Oh, my goodness.
Get your ass off my super chats. Some of these are gifted memberships, too.
Hey.
The hell with it.
Genergy just purchased 10 raffle tickets. Unbelievable. Showing support for Leany and Asmaniac Madness.
Maniac Madness is underway. Make sure you vote to make your voice heard.
Leany with huge endorsements here. And it's 50-50 going into the raffle. Unbelievable. I got to finish counting the names right now. I am almost done. We're going to bring on the master raffle ceremony. I'm going to leave the poll open till after we spin the Wheel of Champions to give away the signed helmet. And then we'll find out if we need overtime for, I believe, the second time in this year's tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready for the raffle. We bring on the master of raffle ceremony.
Where's that kid? Hey, Indiana Jones in for good service. How you all doing today? This is Indiana Jones and over here, Kate Cripshaw. Hey, sweetheart, bring me the wheel. Ladies and gentlemen of all New York mankind, are we ready to get a champion? I think we are. What we're gonna do, we're gonna spin this wheel and we're gonna get a winner. Now, let's go get a winner, shall we?
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Oh, baby, here we go. Good luck to everyone who entered. We got one final entry from Black Gypsy. He's in for one. Black Gypsy, thank you. I've closed off entries for this show. Everything from this point on will go towards tomorrow's daily raffle prizes. Here we go, folks. 51-49, Leany leading the big fella. As tight as it could possibly be. Make sure you vote because the polls will be closing after we award a winner in our daily raffle. Here we go. One spin to determine a winner. This includes everyone who entered in the morning stream and this afternoon. If you win, you have to email me, asmanjake@gmail.com, your name and address, so we know where to send your signed helmet to. Good luck to everyone. Thank you all for your support. None of this is possible without that. Here we go. The winner of a signed helmet by both Curtis Martin and Chad Pennington is Derek, the Kansas Jet fan. Hey, congratulations, Derek. He is our winner. Let's go. We heard from Derek earlier during today's show. All right, folks, here we go. We need a winner in the Elite Eight showdown between Leany and the big fella. Poll voting is officially closed, and the winner is... We're headed to overtime, 50-50, 591 total votes have been cast for the second time in this year's tournament. Overtime is coming. Overtime for a spot in the Final Four. You gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable. It is all on the line. Leany and the big fella for one spot representing the Dangerous Alliance region. Here's your record keeping. You could see it, 50-50, 591 votes that were cast. The math doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know how that works because 591, I think, is an odd number. But this is what YouTube's telling me, and these are the rules because we have nothing else to go by. So, overtime, here's how this works. It is 3 minutes on the clock. The polls will reopen. And once again, your vote will still determine who advances to the next round. In this case, it's who advances to the ASMANIAC Madness Final Four. So, for the second time today, I am going to get the poll ready for people to vote in here. Unbelievable. First time we've had overtime this late in the tournament. Unreal. Congratulations to Big Fella and Leany. These are two outstanding callers, beloved in the community, and that's why this is so tight. Here we go. I'm putting the names in the poll. We're going to get things underway shortly. We're going to replay the ASMANIAC Madness intro. I'm going to time it on my phone here. We'll go on my timer here. 3 minutes to determine who will win the Elite Eight showdown in the Dangerous Alliance region. Folks, you want drama? You're getting drama. Voting in overtime for ASMANIAC Madness is officially underway.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? ASMANIAC Madness. You get to pick the ones that make the show rock.
Vote, vote, vote. Your votes determine who advances to the next round. I got the timer rolling, and when this stops, we determine who actually has won. Unbelievable. I mean, wow. What is there to say? Crazy. Leany, if you're out there, call back in. Big fella's on the line as well. We'll put you two on together if we can, but I want to be fair to both. So we'll only put Big Fella on if we can get Leany on. But right now, your vote determines truly who's going to advance to the ASMANIAC Madness Final Four. If we have double overtime, we will put 2 minutes on the clock in honor of double overtime, and that will determine who will win. Early voting right now. Big Fella, slight lead, 53-47 over Leany in North Carolina. Minute 40 left. Beast, of all the dramatic things you've ever seen, have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I have not. No, I haven't. But it's gonna be it's a good fight. It's like any other heavyweight, professional boxing kind of a fight. Give you an example: Ali and Frazier, Garota versus Mayweather, or Oscar De La Hoya versus Dos Caras Sr. You don't know who Dos Caras is? Dos Caras was a great...
Madness is underway. Make sure you make multiple accounts and vote 50 times for Gary 3D Boxing.
1 minute left in the vote. 1 minute left in the vote. Leany, Big Fella, overtime. Here we go. The The ticker is ticking. The clock is tickering. It's all happening. Unbelievable. Unreal. I did not in a million years expect it to be this close, but this is something. Spot in the final four on the line. Chef Kevin has already won the inside-outside region. Who will win the Dangerous Alliance region between Leany and the big fella? Ladies and gentlemen, they are both on the line.
As Maniac Madness is underway, make sure you vote to make your voice heard.
Oh, baby.
Leany, this is crazy.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
Here we go. 10 seconds. Here we go. 7.
It's so crazy.
6.
I'm not even looking at the
5.
poll.
Me either.
4. 3.
I think you got it, big fella.
I don't think so.
1. Poll is closed. And the winner is Big Fella 51.
Oh, wow.
Leany 49. 254
Jesus Christ.
votes were cast.
Leany, I couldn't have a better opponent than you. Honestly.
That was so insane.
It was the craziest. It was the craziest thing.
Yes, it's for fun, everything, but my heart's beating like I'm like, oh my God, overtime.
Yeah, well, when you started out like kicking my ass, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, what's happening? Got to thank everybody who voted for me, and I thank Leany for being like cool and like being like a great competitor. Also, I mean, honestly, we're friends and everything, and that's the most important thing.
Yes.
I mean, winning, losing, whatever. When I see Leany at a meetup, I'm gonna give her a hug, just like I always do, and it's gonna be awesome. So,
I have to say thank you to everyone that voted for me. I love you all. I'm serious, big fella. You can ask Mr. Leany, ask my daughter. They were, just stop talking about it already. And I just kept saying, I'm not going to beat the big fella. There's no way. And for it that it was this close, I'm very proud of myself.
Hell yeah, Leany. What did I tell you? I said you were going to beat me. I said you're the queenie and you're beloved by the community. And that Harley Quinn shit really put me on my ass this morning. I'll tell you right now.
I know a lot of people were like, I wasn't expecting that from you. I wasn't expecting it from myself either.
Mr. Leany's got a little treat coming, I assume, right? So, but you were fantastic.
Thank you so much. I had a wonderful time. Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. My fairy tale ended today, but I am freaking Cinda fucking Rella.
Goddamn right.
Take that away
Goddamn
from me
right.
for a whole year. No one can take that away from me. So
damn right you are.
Next time, there might be a 16 that comes and beats, but no one can take that away from me. So I am Cinderella for the rest of the year.
Unreal. Big fella, congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
Done. You're in the final four. You versus Chef Kevin for a spot in the title game. That will be next week. We'll connect with you guys on the schedule. We're looking at Tuesday for that one.
Thank you.
Wednesday for the other side, and then a championship game of that Friday of next week. So
okay.
It's all happening.
Good luck to you against Chef. That's going to be a tough one.
Thank you. Chef is the best, man. He's a beast, and we're good friends. Like we meet up at the meetups and everything, and I know about his story. He knows about my story. So it's gonna be tough, bro. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Let's just say I gotta come up with something. So anyway, thank you all, and go Knicks tonight.
Yes,
Sean,
Knicks. And just let everybody know, I still have some hall passes left in case. It's okay that you didn't vote for me. I'll just throw them around.
And last thing, Sean, stop taking your fucking drugs with alcohol, asshole. It can kill you. Stop it.
I love you all. Mwah. Yes,
I love you all too.
Big fella, Leany, you guys crushed it. Let's go.
Awesome.
When she's home, her boobs are on the bed. Cause those tits hurt. Cause the show her boobs are on the bed. Can't let Asmaniacs look at them. Her husband wants those boobs on the bed. It's the best place to play with them. She lost her bra. Loves the jets. Super chats. And Queen Leany, she sleeps alone. There's no room on her bed.
Bravo to Big Fella and Leany. That was Asmaniac history right there. I mean, we might never have a Asmaniac Madness battle this late in the tournament that actually needed overtime. Who knows if we will ever see that again. Incredible. Two great callers. Congrats to the Big Fella. Leany with an epic run from the play-in round all the way to the Elite Eight. Chef Kevin versus Big Fella is officially set on the left side of the bracket. Right side needs to be set. That will be determined tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow afternoon, the defending champ and the 1 seed in the region, Bonesy against Gary. Wednesday afternoon when I'm in Pittsburgh, Purple Belt Mike and Charles Gorman in the Grown-Ass Man Elite Eight regional final. That does it for me. I'm off to the Garden. Let's go Knicks tonight. Big thank you to everyone who tuned into our shows today. We will be live with Robbie Sabo tomorrow morning. Darren Muji is supposed to be speaking with the Jets reporters ahead of the draft at 9 a.m., so we will cover what Muj says to the media when we go live just after 10 a.m. on my channel. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. Big shout out to all the callers, all the people who tune in. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks again for helping this channel reach 45,000 subscribers. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. As always, let's go Jets. Sit back and enjoy greatness, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
See this hat, everybody? Does it look like I really abandoned this team?
That's what I'm looking at right now. You can't see this hat and Colin shirt. What the hell?
Jets.
I am gonna get sick to my stomach looking at this. Wow.
Sorry, dude.
This is regurgitating.
Sorry if I don't have a six-pack, dude. I'm sorry.
You look like regurgitation. You want to see what a real man looks like? You want to see what a real man looks like? This is God, man. This is God. This is a real God right here. A machine. 272 pounds, muscle and might. Destructive but constructive. Force right here. These biceps here. These are guns that'll rip throats from top to bottom, pillar to pillar, post to post, man to man, muscle to muscle, even all gun, baby. This is all guns. This ain't no bullshit. I'm sorry. Please, for the love of Jesus, whatever that, I'm sorry, you freak. No, thank you.
Jets. Let's go.
And to all, thank you for watching the Jake Asman Show live. And remember, folks, go Knicks tonight. 2-0.
Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go Jets.